TIFU by getting a fertility test. English is not my first language and I suck at technical terms, so bear with me. So me and my wife have been trying for a kid since forever. While it has been fun, we have had no success so far and it is kinda sad. Kills a man's confidence, you know? I had suspicions of either one of us having some biological complication. I didn't tell her yet. She probably had the same suspicions but didn't want to face it. I made the decision to at least get myself tested before having this stressful conversation with her. Now the results were to be in by the next week. Just 3 days after I got tested, my wife got 2 positives on the pregnancy test kits and we were both fucking ecstatic. Then 4 days later the results came in.
The doctor told me I was infertile. I was fucking devastated. The rest of the day felt like I was suspended in some kind of jelly and functioning on autopilot. I was just so numb. The only thing I said to my wife that night was that we should both take the next day off from work. My wife denied it. But of course, cheaters always deny. She swore on everything under the sun. Even on our child, which made me really angry. Thankfully I am not a violent person. I can't believe how calm I was, lol. But she was adamant that she hadn't cheated. She was sobbing the whole time. When I didn't believe her, she asked me to get tested again. There was no way she could have cheated. It was a huge shock to me too. I never thought she was the type of person to cheat. Then she made an offer. She promised to let me have literally everything in the divorce if only I would agree to get tested again. She was that sure of not being a cheater. I wanted to believe her. I really did. So I decided to get tested again. The next 5 days were the saddest of both our collective lives. She tried her best to be normal with the usual love and affection in our house, but I just couldn't. The thought of her carrying someone else's child repulsed me. I know that hurt her a lot. She would stay up all night sobbing silently. I had started checking out of this mentally. Like the logical side of my brain took over after the emotional side melted into a slushy puddle. Then the results arrived and I was not infertile. The doctor was just as puzzled as we were. But he said he had it rechecked and it was in fact true. He also said that he had started contacting everyone tested in the same batch as me to figure out whose report mine had gotten exchanged with. I didn't care. Right now I have a very relieved little wife asleep in my arms as I type this on my phone. Now I kinda wish I had trusted her more. She is a lovely person and would never do such a thing. I need to make it up to her now. DL, doctor, got news that I was infertile after my wife announced pregnancy. Turns out the report was wrong.
I'm gonna assume Op isn't just telling us a story of what if. And that this actually happened. Shame on the doctor. You always take multiple sperm samples. As well. It's unlikely anyone is 100% infertile. It happens. But for most it's just harder to conceive. Your doctor fucked up by not counseling you correctly on the results of your test. Hey. For everyone's future reference. Infertile doesn't mean sterile. It means you'll have more difficult getting pregnant or impregnating someone. Not that it's impossible. You better spoil her rotten from now on. I understand your side of the story, but OMG, your poor pregnant hormonal AF wife must have felt so devastated and desperate and confused. Congratulations, Op. Hope you both have a calm and stress-free pregnancy from now on. You didn't fuck up by getting a fertility test, you fucked up by jumping to conclusions and not getting a second opinion. It's okay though, you have a kid on the way who needs mom and dad to be really, really strong together so it can be strong. I'm glad it worked out and understand your reaction, but your poor wife. Your doctor kind of did you dirty. As someone else here has stated, this shit varies in men due to all kinds of factors. Low fertility could look like infertility on any given day. And the difference between tests taken from samples a few hours apart or a day apart can be very different. A better doctor would have cautioned you against jumping to conclusions based on one test or even one round of testing. You absolutely have to make it up to your wife. As hard as this must have been for you, I can only imagine how much worse it was for her. With accusations like that hanging over her head. Best of luck with your future family. Spoil that woman. Always need a second opinion. That's a shitty doctor who says, no chance, there aren't any absolutes in medical science. One would think if she had cheated though she'd have owned up to it after the infertile news. Because she'd think she was busted. So the fact that she insisted she didn't cheat in that situation seems to me at least like a good sign she was truthful and as dumbfounded as you. Hopefully if you make it up big she'll come to have some level of understanding. Yo. You better make the grandest of apologies for this one. Like, spa day followed by something romantic followed by something she has previously sacrificed for the relationship. Show her you trust and support her. Your poor wife. Remember fellas, it only takes one good swimmer and the doctors aren't checking every single one of them. Edit, they should always say low chance. Congrats. No one asked me. But I think this incident merits couples therapy for you too. This could be a poisonous thing that festers between y'all for a long time and causes problems in your marriage down the line. I don't think you're a huge asshole or anything. I just think you, your wife, and your kid deserve whatever effort is necessary to make this right.
Always measured wise.
First of all, congrats. Second, what a shitty situation. I understand both of you. I would have thought the same as you. Assuming she cheated. I'm glad that everything worked out for you guys. Even if those days were horrible for you too.
That sucks, but seems to be going okay. Congratulations.
Maybe get checked twice for stuff like that. Especially before you confront people in a situation that grave. Your apology should come in the form of another honeymoon. You know, the romantic, sorry you married a jackass sort. My wife's doctor told us we were having a boy. Our doctor was also wrong. So very glad for y'all and I'm thankful we didn't go through what y'all did.
You're an asshole.
You shouldn't have put your wife through that. Even if she isn't saying so, she probably resents your mistrust and you should probably try to make it up to her. A lot. Man. Talk about a shitty roller coaster ride. Glad you made up after that horrible hell you went through. Would not wish that on my worst enemies. My heart sank to my stomach while I was reading that. All the best and may you be blessed with a healthy bundle of joy.
The timing makes this impossible to believe for me.
Hopefully from here on out everything will be stress-free. Bless your wife for pushing for a retest and not getting mad at you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.